Which button to button? Ladies and gentlemen, we are live here today on a Tuesday evening, early evening, morning. Where is it where you are? What's up, Justin?
Oh, I just got the notification. You went live. Good to know.
We're going to change it up once in a while. Last week we're on his channel. This week we're on mine. I don't know what we're doing. Do you? What's up, Eagle Scout Tom?
Mr. Eddie.
Mr. Eddie?
He's coming in hot.
This guy, I don't know. Mr. Eddie, you going to be going to Atlanta?
Hey, Kathleen.
I'm going to Atlanta. I bought my plane ticket. I bought my hotel reservation, I guess. I still got to rent a car.
Bone Tactical guy's a jerk. What happened?
I've never heard of him.
Is that like the Bone Brigade guy? I don't know.
Oh, Mr. Eddie, I'm going to miss you there. How are you doing, Kathleen? What's up, Eagle Scout? Dealing with expensive fishing stuff not working. What expensive fishing stuff are you talking about? Did you get a Panoptics or something? Spend $3,000-$4,000 just to see where the fish are? I want one.
Mr. Eddie's not allowed within like 2,000 feet of Jack Wolf. So.
Oh, yeah.
And Casey will be there. And Lefty. I'm not going to Atlanta. I kind of was thinking about it last minute. And I did get an offer for a place to stay, but the money just wasn't right. I'm thinking about West, but I'm really thinking Texas will be the big one for me.
Texas is good. I'll be at Texas, but I was like, you know what? I could scrounge it together and make Atlanta work. And I just was like, you know what? Screw it. I got the flight last night. It's happening now. It's official. But it's expensive. It's going to cost me $1,000 to get there for sure. Or, by the time you get the hotel and the airline. Got to rent the car. I didn't realize the airport's like 25 miles from where Blade Show is. So like you're gonna have to drive from there to there. And then getting a hotel right next to the show is expensive too. So my hotel is gonna be a few miles away.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. But it's tough for sure. I'll sell you some nice knives since you aren't going. So yeah, you could buy a Mr. Eddie knife.
There we go.
I put myself on a budget. I have a whole bunch of knives that I need to do reviews and projects and stuff I get to finish. So I'm going to basically spend this next May doing that. I don't really have to buy much of anything, which is fortunate. But
well, while we're talking budget, let's talk Rough Rider.
Rough Rider.
I got my anniversary one.
Oh, you did? I saw the bid. Let's see it. Tell us what you think about it. What's the name of it again? It's like a Barlow.
This is the Teardrop. It's brown bone with the checkered whatever. And it has the 30th anniversary on the blade, and then on the other side it says Razor Sharp 440.
Razor Sharp 440.
But like all Rough Riders I've ever had in my hand, they always surprise me because I'm always like, oh, I spent $10, I spent $8, I spent $20. Perfectly centered as always, great action. If you're looking to get into traditionals on a very cheap budget, Rough Rider is, pretty dang nice. It's got a hollow grind to it. The only thing is, if I use it, I'm worried it's going to take that little anniversary off.
Right. I'm thinking I want to use mine too, but I'm also thinking I might just put it away to keep it looking nice. Oh, Kathleen, I will definitely be buying stuff at Blade Show. I'm just saying for May up into Blade Show, because I'm going to Blade Show, I'm going to try to not buy some stuff until then. There's Donnie. What's up, Donnie?
Hey, Bless, Greg, how's it going?
Vanderflip. So yeah, I'll be buying stuff in Atlanta, no doubt. But for May, I'm going to try to budget myself out, you know. But yeah, I agree with
That's right.
you.
The $20
I really
safe
like.
queen.
I don't usually go for stuff on blades and things, but when you're doing like a 30th anniversary, I think that's cool. And I kind of want to keep this semi nice. It wasn't expensive, but it makes me just want to buy another one and then maybe use that.
Use it.
more.
Yeah, this one came in at $20. And my guess is, or at least rumors I've heard is, next shipment might go up in price. So
Yeah. This one I think was about the same. I think it was like 18, 19.
thank you, Tom.
And it's got that same
make-
checkered bone. I really like the checkered bone. It feels awesome. Super cool stuff.
The color, it's a compliment, although it might not sound like it. I don't know what you did as a kid, but sometimes you went to the bar when your family needed to go to the bar. And it reminds me of that dimly lit, smoke-covered pool table wall color. And it's not a dig. It's bringing those memories back.
It's a fond memory.
I wouldn't go that far.
It's a memory nonetheless.
Hey, staying off the grid, you're not doing a very good job at staying off the grid.
I see him. He's right there. He's right there. What's up, Mick? How you doing? Mick, I got my backspacer for the arcade. I got
Thank
the
you, Eddie.
Mohawk backspacer. I haven't unpacked it yet. I still need to do that and then take that thing apart and put it on there, which is going to be cool. Justin, that beard is sweet.
It's gone gray before the rest of my hair. It's kind of funny.
The gray looks good though. I got grays on mine too right here for sure. What's up, Clint? Shay? How's it going, Shay?
Hey. Bando.
What up, Doe? What up, Doe? What up, Doe? What up, Doe? What up?
Hey, Dan, I was going to ask you.
Yep.
Maybe we've talked about this before.
Yes, that is Jack Black. Yes.
I do sign autographs. You can PayPal me at.
Okay. Ask. What were you going
to say? Gin knives. You ever done those?
Gin. Yep. I got the same one that kit one. Yep. Hold on.
I've done a couple of them. I mean, honestly, I've done quite a handful of them. I pick some up for the family.
Whoops! Oh, I was touching the button. Boom.
Goodness gracious. I don't have like I don't make anything off these, but I've been telling everybody lately. I just did this one, and man, they're a lot of fun, and they actually are sharp and useful.
It's a fun little, what's it called? The Rhino or?
Yeah.
Mine needs to be tightened. I did the dye. I opened it before I even put it together. I just dyed it orange.
Oh, that's cool. It almost had like from the camera, it almost has like a root beer kind of look.
Yeah, it did kind of because of obviously the jade. Whenever you dye something, they kind of the colors mix together. So that jade with the lighter orange ended up it is kind of a root beer. Ooh, I tightened it too much.
Yeah, I put the thumb studs on mine with the hole. I figured I'll go all in.
I totally forgot it came with thumb studs too. I forgot that's there. So that means I still got that thumb stud somewhere.
There you go.
I could put that on something
enjoy
else.
the new mini Midgard. Nice.
Yeah, this was, how much was it for the kit again? 30, 40 bucks? Something?
I think this one's 34, but it comes with 4 different springs, so you can adjust the tension as you desire, as you choose.
My button's acting weird now.
Oh, well, you know how to take it apart at least. I don't know. I've done like 4 of them, I think. They're fun.
I like you got the top flipper action.
Yeah, that's my favorite part.
My hair's all in my face. Bless Knives misses a smoky pool room. Back in the day, when I used to be a bartender server, I would always work in the smoking section. Less kids in the smoking section. God,
Yeah, you
back
got to
then,
weigh those things. You got to wait out. Do you want to have lungs, or do you want to have to wait on kids? You know, that you got to decide.
yeah, the smoke was everywhere. It was everywhere. Bando Pick says he's never cutting his hair again. Mr. Eddie's out. Check you later. Who was it
Later,
said they
Mr.
wanted me
Ed.
to get him a? Well, Mick, I have no idea. I haven't taken the Mohawk backspacer out of the package yet. I haven't even unboxed it yet. Tom, I could do a Revo or a topo on the Revo. Who was asking me about picking up a tri-stash though?
Oh,
I thought I saw that because he's going to have some of the budget ones
possibly.
in Atlanta, possibly. Oh, Snail Trail.
Have you seen them, Dan?
Not in person. I've seen him mess around with them on his live, and I wanted one. The regular one looks nice too, and I didn't have the money at the time. But now that I've seen the
Same.
other ones, I want to get an Ultim one for sure.
I
Just like
want
Dale wants the
the
Ultim
high
one
end
too,
one because it's got the button lock.
and it's a liner lock.
I had to give him a hard time for that.
Yeah, it's cool.
I'll probably get one. You know, I don't know.
More
I mean, I'll get
money,
a budget one. I don't know if I'll get a fancy one, but it'd be nice to.
more money. So many things to get. I definitely am getting Dylan Mallory's new knife that isn't even out yet if they're available. What's it called again? It's the Rhino Horn, the Carix, something like that. I thought I had that.
Hey, Mad Yako. By the way, now available. I haven't even got mine yet, but now available. Our Hanks are on his site, ready to buy. 10 of each design, and each one is same pattern, but the paint is completely different. So each one will be a one of one. And they are available. I know one's already been sold and they just went live.
Someone
But
post a link if you've got one or if you can grab one. I don't know if I've got anybody in here. Bando Picks is working on a chest rig. Chest rig for a camera?
good idea.
Bless Nine says, bye, Mad Yako Hanks. So
That's
would that
not,
be
I've
what
got
the
like,
Mad Yako T Justin collab?
he has the best Hanks, and I'm super stoked for mine to show up. They're fun.
Yeah, I've got, I don't know, how many of them do I have, Yako? Like 10, something like that. I gave 2 of them away. Gonna give a couple more away on the next, but not that I
I was
want to give
trying
them
to get
away. I
Tri-State's
bought extra,
attention.
so I had some for giveaways.
You're in that chat that I'm in, Tri-State's in, but Tri-State is that guy who magically appears one day, hangs out the whole day, and then disappears for another month. It's like a full moon kind of thing. He's
It's
like,
hard for
I'm
me to
here,
keep
guys,
up.
let's talk.
That chat goes way too fast for me, and like I don't look at it for a day, and then I'm like an hour behind on the scrolling to kind of catch up, and then you miss a bunch
There's
of stuff.
some days where nobody says anything. And then there's
Right.
one day where somebody says one thing and it just goes on.
Right. It just becomes a discussion all day. Right. Yeah. Thank
Yeah,
you for putting that
especially
link up. So Kathleen posted up the link for Mad Yako's Etsy shop. So if you want to check some out, you can go there and pick one up. And if you're going to pick up one, you might as well buy 2 or 3 or 6.
and he'll give you a discount if you buy more than one. And he's got his Mad Wax now. Everybody's all about their wicked waxes. He has Mad Wax, and he'll give you a deal on that.
That's right.
Shiny up your micarta.
Mick played pool with the top female pool player in the world. Did she? Did you win or did she kick your ass? Probably. So Donnie, how many knives are you going to have to sell at Atlanta?
There you go. 2 Hanks or Mad Wax, free shipping. And if these do well, there will be more. Different pattern, but we'll do some more stuff together. So
Black Widow is cold on the claw.
yeah, I'm gonna have to keep an eye out for what's gonna be in Atlanta and just be like, hey, if you see this, I'll PayPal you.
Float some money. Yeah. Well, it
I'm
looks
not
like
even gonna bother you when you go live now. I'm just gonna be like beforehand
already
when you
gave you the
go. I'm
money.
like, if you're checking something out and say the Leviathan is on sale, just know I will front you the money that day.
Right. Right. Yeah. Ken Fixed already kind of, I let him know that I was going, and he's like, I'm researching. He's going to research all month, give me a bunch of cash before I leave. But that's cool.
Awesome,
Like, it'd be
Shay.
nice to pick some stuff up for some people, you know. Donnie's going to have 4 to 6 knives potentially. How many of them are
They
all
will go
accounted?
fast.
They're probably all accounted for too, almost, I would bet. Like, yep,
Because
they already got
like,
dibs. Do they already have
there's those
dibs?
people that they're gonna go, they're gonna find his spot, go there first, get what they need, and then see you
Yeah.
later.
CH says, did you say Leviathans are on sale? No, I don't think they're currently on sale, but like when you go to a Blade Show, we're talking about, I'm going to be at Blade Show Atlanta in a month. Generally the knives are on sale. I know Leviathans are around $200, and I think they were 140 or 150 at Blade Show Texas. So that's kind of what we were talking about.
Hey, Ron Pro.
Side pockets. What's up, Ron? Yeah, CH, the deals are great when you go, there's one of the reasons people go to the shows is so you can pick up some great deals, and you get first chance to pick up like a new knife, like something from Tempest. Casey's gonna be there.
He's gonna be there and he's gonna have stuff. He's even gonna have some of his Kubi stuff.
Right? Which is great. I might pick up a Thunderhead. What is the name of the other new one that's not going to be out for a while, but the smaller one? Is it a Tornado?
The Tornado.
I
That one's
like,
gonna be
I'm not big on smaller knives, but that's his smallest knife he's made or is designed so far, and for some reason, I like it. I think it looks cool.
it might run out of my range. I love the look of it. I love the blade. But he said he's gonna go premium, so like he's
Yeah, it'll
thinking
be
like
like
S90, titanium, the
over
works,
200.
possibly.
Yeah, and with prices these right now, who knows?
Well,
But with prices,
these are pretty awesome. I wonder if he'll have any of these there.
what's that one called again?
The one you got.
Oh, I thought that looked like the bigger one. That's a microjet. Boom.
Hold on. Let me try something here. Pull one of Dan's magic tricks. What?
Woo! Now look at that 80s camo carbon, dude. Sick. And that blade. Now, what's that one called?
This is the downdraft that comes out the 10.
Yep, downdraft.
And I'm going to tell everybody this is really nice. And if you're thinking about getting one, Casey's never had a full sellout in one day. And I would love to see that happen.
That would be cool. When are they coming out on the 10th? May 10th, right?
May 10th, I believe they're around between 140 and 160, depending on if you go carbon or titanium. It's got a nice little fuller. And it's
I like the
154.
That blade looks gorgeous. That warny.
Yeah, and some of the pictures he had, I was worried the camo carbon was going to be darker, because the one he showed was darker, but it's really nice.
Where are they made? It's oh, my brain shut off. It's a Kubi. Is
Kubi
the
makes them
OEM.
in China.
Kubi's the OEM.
I was thinking about another one of those. What do they call this? The Firestorm. But I thought I'd change up my choice this time. But I love the Firestorm, and he has one of those available as well.
He's got some cool stuff. What's the? I want to get the larger, the one the microjet's built off of, the Jetstream.
Yeah,
But he doesn't have any
he
of
should do like a
those.
mega one called the Jumbo Jet.
I like what you're saying. I like what you're thinking. Do you hear that, Casey? Jumbo jet.
There we go. Kathleen says there'll be $149 or $139 with your 10% off, depending on where you order it from. Blade Binge has a code, Binge 10. And I'm guessing those will sell out right away, like Blade Binge always does. I definitely thought about that Blade Binge one, but I wanted to, this one came straight from Casey, so.
Right. So you can't beat that. Getting one straight from KC. That's the win. That is the win.
See here. What are you carrying today, Dan?
Today I am going all Shipwreck. I've got the Civivi Exarch Shipwreck. Really nice gentleman's carry. That's in the main. I got in my fifth pocket here. Oh
Yeah.
Boom. The gorgeous Shipwrecked Cinder. And then in my secondary fifth pocket, I have a Rough Rider, also Shipwrecked, just a nice little lock back.
An APTA?
No, this is just a little, I think it's just called the small lock back. Just a little, they're like $7.
Today
And
was
then,
obviously the downdraft and the mini bug out.
oops. And then I also, I almost popped it out because I can't see but right here.
Oh, cool.
So this is just a little Shipwrecked pen that I did. So full Shipwreck today. Let me put her all on the table here. Ta-da! Getting this room put together slowly.
That's right, Bless.
All right, got a new one of these. Boom. Uh-oh. That doesn't
And
work.
Dan, I'm still sending around my my pry bar, but I hope that you get to if I get them made that you'll get to mess with them a bit.
I would love that. I'm excited to see it. And boom. So full on Shipwreck
You got the
City
fleas
today.
coming after you, Shay. What'd you do? I caught the last second of it, Ron. Are you talking about the one from today?
My Shipwreck carry. Oh, look at that thing.
Gotcha.
Barely any spider coves.
I have two. I have a slip joint and the pair of 3.
I only have this beauty.
Does it cut?
Oh yeah, that's as sharp as she gets. Look at that edge. That's like a nice .08 edge. Oh, .10. Ooh, that's sharp. I tell you. I tell you. Did you do anything fun over the weekend? What's been going on in the world?
It's been pretty nice out, so a lot of outdoors time. Some time on the deck, time out
Did you get a
just moving
storm?
around.
Did your storm come through like we were
Ours
supposed
ended
to?
up just being some wind and sprinkles. So
Yeah, same here. It was supposed to be bad and like potential tornadoes and stuff, and it ended up being nothing.
80 and sunny in Michigan. Dang, man. A lot of wind. Yeah.
The wind always ruins it. I had to get 8 X-rays done. What were you getting X-rayed, Mick?
Oh, he busted his shoulder.
Ouch.
So
That's
I
what-
was thinking about your etching, your little etchings you wanted to do on your knives. What if
Which
you just
X-ray?
the white ones you were gonna carve in and then put the ink in?
Oh, yeah.
What if you just
Scrimshaw.
recorded them as videos and you just uploaded like an hour-long video?
See, I was wondering that too, because the thing is like if I did it during the live, what we're talking about is carbon scrimshaw patterns and stuff. It's
Yeah.
like it's very detailed. You're kind of focused on that, so you can't really read chat. So doing it
Like,
during the live would be kind of boring because I'd be ignoring
right.
everyone the whole time, I think. Well, that's I don't know, maybe
But
people wouldn't care.
say you just have it behind
But
you and you pay attention every few seconds to move so it can be seen, and then you can just like edit it a little
right.
bit.
That's why I thought about maybe time lapsing some of it, or you could speed it up. But then you can't
Art.
talk over the top of it unless you were to time lapse it and then narrate over the top of it.
You can do that on your phone.
Yeah. Yeah. Just another thing. I don't know. I don't know. I do want to get back into it though, but I know that it's one of those things where you literally I'll spend an hour on like, like a painting or a drawing.
Yeah.
And you get sucked into that. You can't look at anything else, can't really do anything else. You're just kind of focused on that. And it's hard for me
Yeah.
to chat at the same time. So maybe if I narrated over the top of it, that might be the move.
Because yeah, I've had Iowa ask me if I would go live and just paint and not interact. But the thing is, 90% of my painting is the boring getting ready to paint stuff. And then the painting isn't nearly as long because I'm getting all the other stuff ready.
Sure. That makes sense. Ooh, I knew that was going to happen. So you can't put them on the top row until you put them on the lower row.
Are you staining that yet? Or
I already stained it a little. It's kind of it's washed out, of course. I just wanted to check and make sure it that's a little better. You can kind of see it's definitely darker. The shelf is darker than the mini shelves, but I wanted to make sure that it's like if I need to totally change something before, I don't know, I wanted to test it before I.
so I got in this awesome pass around. Got a first piece today to check out. I really like the knife. I can't say for sure if it's a G10 or micarta though. It has like a micarta feel, like texture.
Let's
But
look
then when
at
I
it.
look at like the the chamfering, it feels more like G10. This is the pickled steel rhino. Looks kind of micarta like, but then like here it's got that G10 vibe. It's not. I can't really tell. I'm gonna have to ask.
It looks more micarta.
It, yeah,
You
it's just
probably
I
want
can't
it to be
quite.
G10. You want
It
it to be
probably is.
G10.
It's probably micarta. It's a Passaround. It's interesting. But check out this blade, Dan.
It's crazy looking. I feel like I've seen that before. That's that pickle, whatever.
Pickled steel.
I feel like
I
I've
think
seen
these go
that.
for like $50, and the ergos are amazing.
It looks cool.
Yeah.
How big is that blade? It looks pretty big too.
I got no specs. So let me pull out my ruler.
You know,
Have you ever seen me pull out my ruler when I measure things, Dan? Yardstick.
As it should be.
Three and a half of cutting edge.
How much?
3.5.
Oh, this still has stain.
This is not quite 8.25 in full length.
Okay, so it is a full sizer.
Yeah.
Like that.
14C.
I like
Got
it
thumb
big boy.
studs, which are great, but I do not. It's got a strong detent. I can't spidey flick it.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I mean, it's nice. I think these run like $50 or something. 14C.
I haven't picked anything up from that pickle company yet. I've been meaning to kind of check them out, and they're not too expensive either, right? Most of their stuff is
Fairly reasonable. Yeah.
on the reasonable pricing. How's everything up? Have you picked anything else up from them?
Well, this is from a Passaround, so that's the first. I've checked out their other one, their clutch lock, before, like way long ago. But I'm digging it.
It looks cool.
All right,
It's
Snail
sweet.
Trail has a game for us.
Okay.
$20 to buy a knife. That's it. You can't go over. What are you buying?
20? Ooh.
Okay, let's make this even more interesting. One traditional for 20 or one for a folder. Because I'll just go buy a really nice Rough Rider with that $20. But if I had to buy a locking folder,
I'm trying to think of a locking folder for 20.
man, those CJRBs are 30.
I would almost bet that there's probably something similar to like this, like an assisted opening, like Kershaw
Assisted.
or something where it's going to only be like 20. This is probably $25 would be my guess. This is kind of modeled after a Hinderer. It even says on the backside Hinderer design. Something like that. I would honestly go say
2 gas station knives for $20. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, the gas
Gas
station
stations
knives
up for
are
$30.
nice, but where is
Bat knife
mine?
was $17. That's what I would buy again.
Which one?
My double bladed bat knife.
Oh, the bat knife, of course.
Hey Todd, how's it going? There you go.
I think I found it, and regardless of folders or what you'd want to call it, like the under $20 find, it's this right here. The Rough Rider Apta. Boom. Solid. Works. VG10. This is an awesome secondary knife.
I know what it'll be. I know what I know what my locking one will be. Chonk.
The Chonk. Was that $20?
I think they've been marked down to $20. So
I think that's like half price, so I want to say this is like a $45 to $50 knife
But they've
marked
been
down.
marked down for a long time.
Well, right. And so that's kind of like going to Kohl's. It says it's $100, but you get it for 20 any day of the week.
But nobody sells it for 100.
But I'd still say this is probably more on the value range of this. I would say this pushes the $30 to $40 all day.
I'm bargain shopping, man. I am discount queen or king.
That's not a bad price though, but dude, the APTA, and if you don't want this one, get the snappy one. They have like several different versions of the APTA. It doesn't have a lock on it, no, but it's under 20. It's about 18 to 20 bucks.
Pick up Walmart knife.
Yeah, the Ozark. Actually, that's probably a good bid too. The Ozark Grail. Ozark, is this my phone or you?
Don't know.
I heard a ding.
It was not me. Oh, Snail Trail's price checking us. He says the APTA is over 20.
10. Buy two of these. You only have 20 bucks, buy two of these.
Just got the Buck Canoe at Walmart for 14. Oh, I might have to go check that out.
A buck canoe. What do you know about a buck canoe? You know what I know about a buck canoe? I know about that much. Buck canoe.
Only Buck will do. What's
Even
that
the
from?
secondary blade is nice on there. Nice little hollow grind. Not a bad little twofer for under 20 bucks.
Ooh, vintage axe head at flea markets. There we go. So I started following this guy, Dan.
Yep.
He is a fitness guy, but he's not the supplement. He's not the going to the gym guy. He's also like probably 7 foot tall, but
Okay.
he is completely ripped. And what he does is he makes videos of him finding the smallest axes he can get and taking the biggest chunks of wood he can get and cut firewood with it all day.
All
I'm like,
right.
oh, I could do that. And I'm like, no, I couldn't.
I'm on board with that. I would like to see more of that. Oh, it's not available. What's his name? I'll have to look that guy up.
I'm bad with names. Yes, Mountain Men Axes. Thorin Bradley. That guy's a beast.
Thorn Bradley. Holy cow.
He's a big dude.
Times are different. I tell you, I was gonna say the Sencut, this one here, the Honorous. I think these were all of like $24.
If we were at $30 instead of 20, there would be a ton of options.
It opens up quite a bit. Quite a bit.
You can get the Praxis for 30.
30
What do you
bucks.
think of that new one, Dan? Have you seen pics of the new Praxis?
I haven't.
Thank you, Kathleen. She posted the buck knife. Like a blue. Oh, yeah. The Acacia.
Acacia for 30 bucks, bro.
Pyrite Light.
Pyrite Light.
God, there's a lot of stuff you could get.
He's
a little showboaty for your taste.
Dude,
I just discovered him about 2 days ago. So what?
CJRB Feldspar. This used to be a $30 knife. This is a great knife. I don't know
Now
what they
that
are
little
now.
one that's mostly in jade, that real small CJRB, that one's 30. Okay, Mountain Men Axes. I'm Titanium Justin on here. If you have any like videos like that and stuff, um, shoot me a message on Instagram or something. I would love to follow you and look at that kind of stuff. I'm looking at getting maybe a nice board built and some throwing axes in the backyard this summer. So
I just picked up these.
and that's cool looking. I was thinking axes, but
Well, right.
that's fun too.
But when you said throwing, putting up a board and throwing axes at it,
Yeah.
knives, axe, I mean, just a different shaped piece of metal, but you're throwing it. I mean, any knife can be a throwing knife. Any axe
Oh yeah.
can be thrown.
I need to. My goal this summer is to get. I had some health issues a couple of years ago, and I lost a ton of weight, and then I got medication. I blew up in weight. So now my goal is to drop like 30 pounds this summer, get in better shape.
Sure.
Yeah, Mountain Man. It's Titanium Justin. Just one word. I'll even
Link
write your
me
name
on that
down.
one too, bud. I'm into it. I wonder if I can link both of us. I can do work. I can clock in here.
Yeah, oh yeah. Put links for our instas. That'd be cool.
Working on it. Okay, here is me. There is you.
So I wanna do some more outdoor stuff this summer. Reviews.
All right, Mountain Men Axes. That's mine. Instagram KDK in 4K.
Hello, Sweden.
And then Justin's is right here. Come on. Boom. And there's Justin's.
Thank you. Thank you, Dan.
What's up, Bluminati? Pushing through here at work. Stay tough. Greetings from Sweden.
Hey, thank you. Much appreciated.
Mountain Men Axes, dude. There were a few that I saw. I'm going to end up buying some.
Yeah,
Oh,
the Big Chief.
Big Chief.
I'm telling you, okay. If we're doing best under 40, man, this thing is coming in on my list. This is a
Was it about
user.
25, 30?
I think they were like 34 or something like that.
Aluminum cast, one-piece handle.
Here's one for under 30. Tack Knives deal.
Well,
Granted, it was a blem deal, but
we got it for under 30, and now we're pissing people off because they didn't
they're
get to
not
jump on
available.
it. But yeah, I love this knife, dude. I'm not an auto guy. I will say this over and
Thank
over.
you,
But man, when this is open, the
I
choke
know.
up, the jimps, the feel of this knife, this is just a great design.
Because on the
I
G10,
really like it.
you got one size of jimps, then you got another size of jimps, and then up here, you got the smaller one so you know where your hand is. And I'm all about that.
Dude, it's great. Boom. It fires out nice. That choke up spot is just right at home for me. And it looks cool. It's got a great looking look.
Yeah, I was talking to BEDC. He's really good friends with Shane. I know Shane, but he's really good. Where people forget about. Oh yeah, right.
Is that rake? Is that the?
Do they probably do have some that might fall in under the one I have. A little bit pricier, but I love it. And when I say pricey, I mean like $40. You'll like this, Dan. It's kind of cool. So it's got a frame lock, and a lock to make sure that it stays locked. Is that a lock for your frame lock?
Sure.
14C. But check out, this is all steel with filigree.
Oh.
And like $45. I mean, this is a good user, and it's, if you're out with your buddies, it's nice. It's not overly nice to, you want to keep it as a safe queen. But it's also enough that you can be like, hey, check this one out.
Right. Dude, I feel like that was what I had. The one that I laser marked and then sent to
Yeah, it is a
Mr.
deal.
Mr. Eddie. Yeah, I think that was the P. Yep, the P801.
Yeah, they're all numbers. This is the P875.
Yeah, I picked one of those up. I enjoyed it. I actually cut my thumb pretty good on it. Closing
Kevin
it.
Smith.
But I did a laser mark on that one, and I gave that one to Mr. Eddie as a gift. Yeah, that's the one Mountain Man Axes likes. Yeah, it was a good knife. I liked it, and it had a good handle on it. I did a pretty fun little custom, but then I wanted to give something to Mr. Eddie. He liked it, so he got it.
You know what the best invention is ever? Gift from Shay. When speed holes to open that blade faster. He said these were $9.99, and I would pay that all day long for these. You know what I've noticed? All the gas station knives that I collect, they're all hollow grinds.
They are. Now that you mention it, they are. Speaking of,
Oh, man.
hollow
That was a good
grinds for
deal.
days. Look at how bright that thing is.
Is this the gas station shelf?
Yeah. So everything gas station. I turned the light down before. Hold on a second. Let me turn it back up.
You know
Yeah.
that Gerber hatchet you picked up when we were at Shields? I saw it was on sale on Blade HQ and almost picked one up. They were like $20.
Yeah, I haven't brought that one in here yet. That one's still on the inventory that needs to get brought out.
That's good to hear,
Valhalla?
Todd. That's really good to know, because a lot of people don't mention them, but everything I've gotten my hands on are great.
What's up, Todd?
Gabe's got a Wartech. They have some fun ones.
Wartech. Which one of these is a Wartech? I think it's this one. No, no. Oh, this was the $4 one that yours broke or whatever.
Mine broke instantly.
M-Tech.
There you Ooh, M-Tech.
Look at how shiny that blade is. Look at that reflection. The butterfly knife.
but it's not a butterfly knife.
No, that's straight up a butterfly knife. How could that not be a butterfly knife?
Well, it is and it isn't, right?
Well, it is, and it isn't.
It's not a butter song.
The
That thing's
butter song.
crazy.
It's like the largest blade. It's wide as long. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. And it's assisted. Oh yeah.
Well, it's got to be assisted, right? That
Well, if
size.
it's gonna be on this shelf, it almost has to be assisted. If it's not assisted,
you need to get an XL Corvid. You're not having fun unless you have an XL Corvid.
why do I not have one? Oh, you know what? Did I not put the mini Corvid on my concept list?
Mhm.
I might not have. I am bad. What do we think of the new Civivi setup? Look at that. Boom.
I didn't know you had so many pink knives.
Pink.
The light makes them look pink.
Yeah, from that angle.
There, the bottom one's pink. The top one's pink.
Red. maroon, purple.
Oh, that one right there on the shelf. That's pink.
Pink? What is your lighting? That is like bright Christmas red.
Yeah, it's totally pink on the.
Yeah, what is this? The CJRB resource. Chunk.
Are you reading the
That's
chat? We're getting a whole education here.
Are we? I'm
Older
missing
knives
out
were
on the
hollow ground,
education.
cheaper to use grinding stones versus doing flat grinds before CNC. That's awesome information. Thank you, Todd.
Oh yeah. Dueling. Dun dun dun.
Do you have any
What
guesses on what you think the next Jack Wolf will be? I have no insights, by the way. I've heard nothing yet.
I would imagine we haven't gotten a slip joint in a while, but I mean, I don't know.
I think you might be colorblind on that last one. It was red to you. Ooh.
Different lighting, cameras,
If I'm
screens.
colorblind, maybe that's why I do so well with painting. I think it looks like something, and I really don't know color, but it seems to be pulled off.
Cheaper
Definitely
to use a
red.
grinding stone wheel.
Maybe I need to check into that.
Maybe.
Um,
You guys need a Mountain Men Axes hatchet.
yeah, I'm game.
You get a good vintage over 50-year-old head and make a unique hatchet. Wow.
That's cool.
I need to look that up now, like immediately.
Yeah,
And
I'm in. All right, Kathleen thinks he will put out a smaller slip joint this time.
I'm gonna
I'll tell
guess,
you
I mean,
my
just
guess.
because we haven't seen a slip joint, I would imagine
Most of the year.
Yeah,
Well, I don't think we've seen a slip joint this year.
I guess. And it's only his new releases, right?
Right. So I'll tell you what I'd like to see. You know, I have no insight yet. I would love to see a locking low drag jack. Now if he brings the low drag out, even again, just for a second run as a slip joint, I'd be more than stoked with that too.
I'm in.
But I'm looking through the list of stuff he hasn't done in a while, you know, because it seems like he's kind of doing like a revamp of some of his styles. And I haven't seen a new Pioneer in a while or a low drag. Or yeah, like Kevin says, he could have a whole brand new design.
Right, you never know.
I know the fixed
Maybe
plate
he's
did
got
really
something
well
in the
for them though.
works. That would be cool if he had to send, if he had something from that. I got a message from Ramet.
Oh yeah, moving up in the world.
Of course, it's in my. I have to accept it.
Hopefully, it wasn't from a long time ago.
No, it was from 18 hours ago. That's the one thing I don't like is when you're trying to look at messages. Sometimes those old or a new message, it doesn't show up on the thing. And now it's when I moved it to my active messages, it's not my first message because it's 18 hours old. I was looking up his Mitch. There it is. Mountain Men Axes.
I'm thinking about picking up some of those Jack Wolf stars. Have you seen those throwing stars?
Oh yeah, I saw some of those at the show. They're fun.
Pretty cool.
They're totally fun. And they have an Ultim one, which is fun.
Yeah,
Although
and I mean,
you can't use it the same.
They're you know, like $45 to $60. So Now, I'm gonna show you a knife stand.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to not show you the logo. And you tell me
Vosteed.
what you think.
Vosteed.
Not like what the brand is, but if you think it's
It's a
like a
Vosteed.
not Vosteed.
It's a pyrite light.
No, it's an
Okay,
auto.
go.
So here's, not liners. Got really nice there. It's a smaller one. Check out this blade. That is like a razor.
It
Now
kind of looks like the
it has
X1
crap
blade.
on it because I dropped it on some of my art supplies, but does it look nice? Got some good gym.
Yes.
This is the new D2 from Viper Tech. It is a 3-finger knife. So
Viper Tech.
right. So a lot of times people will rope them into Cobra Tech, that kind of stuff. Which they made a lot of like budget stuff, but they are looking to move in to nicer stuff. So this guy runs, I think, around $80. It's in D2 full auto, but
It looks cool.
they have a new sale every day on their site.
Tell me that doesn't look at the blade.
That one's definitely bigger.
This is the Civivi X1.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was going to say the blade looks really familiar. The fuller's a little different because that one, the fuller goes straight. This one kind of goes off the tip.
Yeah.
But it is kind of similar. I'm
So they're
only
going
on
to be doing
YouTube
some
right now working on
M390 and
opening.
stuff. And they sent me a couple to check out and to pass around. So I might send you one to just like check out and review. But it's the same guys that own Blade City on Whatnot.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd call it a Warncliffe. It's very razor blade on this. That point is crazy sharp. Protect. Where was that? Missed something.
So Mountain Men Axis, what did you say? I'm only on YouTube. That isn't you? Isn't this the link? Yeah, this is you. You sent
That's a
me this
YouTube,
link.
right?
Mountain Men Axis. I was going to try to find some pics of the stuff he does.
Cool. Hey, Rolf. That's him.
Cool looking. So you do the handles and the axes?
That's cool.
The whole thing? Or just the
I always
head?
have a lot of appreciation when stuff's self-made. I'm gonna start getting into whittling a little bit. I'm gonna carve knives out of knives.
Whittle some wood.
Well, yeah, whittle the little, yeah. That's cool.
Old Collins Legitimus. Good looking work. I dig it.
Yeah.
I dig it. Yep, now we're gonna get some throwing axes, huh? He looks like he's making stuff though that I wouldn't want to throw.
Well, you won't throw, but you can do some serious chopping.
Or you just sit in the living room and just look at it and be like,
Come on, you live in the Midwest. I'm sure there's somebody that will take firewood off your hands.
right?
Use an Olight to find your Olight. That's the truth.
An Olight Do you ever carry a flashlight just to carry it? I've considered it, but
Not always, but um, keep one in the car, and then I keep something small like that always. I got a ton of those little ones.
because this
They're
one
great.
packs a punch, it's bright, it's small, and this could go in your fifth pocket or whatever, and it's so little that it doesn't even, really seem to be there. So it's like something where I would feel like I could carry that around and it would come in handy once in a while, but not that often.
Have you thought about just like a pouch, man? Just like a little pouch.
Hmm.
Like you could throw an O-light, you could throw your pry bar or a slippy. And they make different sizes. Right now, I just had carry my, I got my pouch and I got my ABW in it.
Right? Yeah,
But
we were talking about it at
these
work with
are
my
these are nice.
buddy Alan about little pouches and stuff. I like my little titanium toothpick,
You know what we
but
were
I always
talking
have the
about
toothpick. I
yesterday?
always have the pry bar.
We were talking yesterday on my live, and it was a really good conversation. And I'd love to know your take because we all had different answers.
Okay.
So, and you're a lefty, so we'll see how this goes. I'm ambidextrous, so um, I carry my big locking knife and my wallet in one back pocket. Keep my phone in a front pocket. My other front pocket is keys and slip joint.
Okay.
How do you do your? A lot of people don't keep their knife or their wallet in the back. Like just Dan's gonna
Wow,
pull
I
out. He's
got
got like
everything.
100 knives in every pocket.
Oh, that's right. I dumped everything on the table.
Like when you're
So
loading your pockets, what's it like?
I always, my God, my pants are. I wear these tack distributors pants, so they have this extra pouch right there, so I
That's
can
nice.
put my wallet and my keys in this pocket right here. So left front pocket, wallet, keys. Main knife in the left knife pouch. Right here, this I have this side pocket and then a back pocket. So side pocket, zebra pen, and then inside at the bottom of the side pocket, I have the pry bar and the toothpick. So basically, I always have knife, pen, pry bar, toothpick, wallet, keys there.
What kind of
Right?
wallet? Is it okay if I ask what kind of wallet you are rocking right now?
Yeah, let me grab it. Yeah.
The Krabby liner lock. I'm gonna have to look that up. Wallet, phone are both back, right, front, change, left, front. Okay, I can go with that. Well, I have
Okay.
one of these, the typical wallets we grew up with that are just massive leather wallets that feels better in the back pocket, but I'm always uneven.
I've had this wallet since 2004. It was given to me by a friend. They did the resin, they cut out the chunk of metal and did the resin cast. And then basically, it's
Got
a
a cigarette
cigarette
case.
case.
Yeah.
So, a cigarette case, I put cards on one side, cash on the other side. The thing I love about it is it's very thin. You can't get a lot in it, so it's never going to be all bulky and wide. It's thin, so when you drop it in your pocket, it's flat. It doesn't really bulk out. So I put that and my keys right there. Main knife here, pry bar pen there. Then the other side, I always have a smaller knife in the fifth pocket. And then since I have one here, I've also been rocking a third knife in that one. And then my cell
Cool, Tom.
phone goes in this main pocket right here.
So back pockets are empty, so you can
Back pocket,
be
these two back
ergonomic.
pockets are empty, but I have these two side back pockets
What
that
do
I'll,
do you ever carry a fixie?
on occasion,
Or
I
you just pocket drop fixies, or do you do like the actual?
where is all my stuff, bro?
I could never find a comfortable, no matter what size fixed blade, until that Jack Wolf one that just fits in your pocket. I love it.
Oh, got it. Surprisingly, one of my favorites is this setup right here. We have the fixed Milita, which is over an 8-inch blade, and we have an ulti-clip on the handle, which is tight. But what's great about that is, boom, they go right in there like that. Lock that down.
Whoever
Look at
came
how,
up with multi-clip is got to be a millionaire by now.
dude, it just is tight. Out, use it.
Oh,
Drop
awesome,
it in.
Kathleen. I thought I'd throw a little surprise in there for you.
Boom. You can use it. I went disc golfing with this. I mean,
And
you
no
got that
problem.
much sticking out, but it doesn't like even if I try to like contort, like move around, it just sits right there. It doesn't really stick out too far, and you can just easily grab it out.
I do like the
It is-
looks of it. If they did a mini fixed, you know, that Jack Wolf one was what, like 5 3/4 or something, 5.5.
yes, it was definitely shorter.
Because I'm not a skinny person, and I like them to go as far into the pocket as possible. But
Right.
I'm gonna hit you up and ask you where you get those jeans. So
I'll post up a post in the link right now. But look at this. Even I'm sitting down, right? And
and
it
it's
just it
comfortable.
doesn't go out like this to like catch on stuff. It's just kind of riding along my hip. It's right there. I could be sitting here. It's like I don't even have it. But it's I still have a big fixed blade right in my pocket. Like it's like wild how big that is.
Hey,
Yet
Sabal,
when it's tight, I can just leave it there. I'm comfy. It's crazy.
I like it where it can be a little more. I don't like it to always be showing. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't
Well,
want
the
to be like
smaller
the
ones.
guy who's like, check out what's in my pocket. I
Right.
just want
You
it
got to
there, and I don't
remember,
need to have a conversation.
the Milita is huge. You know, you can get a smolt, or you can get a muskrat, or one of the smaller knives that doesn't stick out as much, and then it's going to be tight, kind of like that Jack Wolf, where it's just a little bit shorter, but you slide that in there, and it just sticks out just that little bit.
Barely, yeah.
It's an awesome
I wonder
knife.
if it'll do another one of those soon. I heard it did really well. So, leather sheath carrying, put an ulti clip on them. It's true. Those things are amazing.
What's up, Ron? Yeah, Ulti clips are great, and for like $15, I mean, that's a strong clip, pop down, and it just doesn't take up a lot of space. You can adjust the height. Someone said that they rust theirs out, but I mean, if it lasts, they said, oh, and every couple of years it gets all rusty. And it's like,
They're
well, if it
cheap.
lasts you 2 years, it's $15. Just get
Yeah,
another
that's
one.
not bad at all.
But I get how like you don't want it to rust, but at the same time though, what are you doing that's
We live in
making
the
it
Midwest. We
rust?
don't deal with that as much, but like, just get a new one, I guess.
Right? Yeah, Gabe says the smolt's basically a smaller version of the fixed Milita. Yeah,
But it
it's a
doesn't have
nice
that
knife
hole
too.
it doesn't have the choil.
Right.
Now, I know you're not a Vosti person, but I will say their fixed blades are pretty sweet.
I don't think I've ever messed around with any. I can't even think of a Vosti fixed
They did the
blade.
mink, and then they offered it also in a sheep's foot, and then they have another one now. Oh, nice.
Do an appendix carry. I've always thought about that, but for some reason I feel like if I have it across the front, I feel like then it's gonna feel like it's in the way. Maybe I'm wrong.
Do you wear a watch, Dan?
No.
If you did, which hand would you wear it on?
I wouldn't. Back when I didn't have a cell phone, I had a pocket watch and it went in my pocket. And now I have a pocket watch and it's called a cell phone.
But if
I
you
don't do
were gonna
wrist.
just
I
put one
don't
on,
like wearing. I don't like wrists. Like for some
I'm just
reason, it's
you're a
not
lefty, so
comfy.
I'm wanting to know which hand you would put it on.
Probably on my right, and
But
that's
see,
probably not normal.
I'm ambidextrous, and I
Uh-huh.
think I was probably a lefty. But, in school they made everybody learn as a righty to write.
Okay.
My penmanship's horrible, but I wear my belt as I put it on as a lefty would. I wear a watch as a lefty. I part my hair as a lefty.
You do a little mix of both, which is fine. Okay, here is the link. This is not an affiliate link. I do not make any money, although maybe I should get a hold of them.
For who?
Multi-pocket
Oh yeah.
pants. Ha! Of course I did that, you dumb idiot.
I can't
Idiot.
click on that right now, so everybody else can, but you'll have to send me that link later.
All right. Tactical Distributors is the name of the company. I think they're more for carrying like ammo and like they make them for like just or like they're outdoorsy stuff. They have lots of extra pockets. So they're designed for the tactical
As
carrier
long as they're
in mind.
comfortable.
I think they're great. I've been looking for like jeans that I feel
Lou.
comfortable wearing that aren't too baggy or aren't too tight. The kids wear the tight around the
Well,
legs and the
I
calves. I
didn't
don't like that. And I
I didn't
found these
carry
and they fit me good. And so when they fit me and I'm comfortable wearing them, it's like done deal because they fit and they have pockets. I love extra pockets. It's a
which
win.
is see up until very recently, I only ever wore Dickies. And
Oh yeah.
their pockets are at an angle, like dress
I
pants.
I don't think I know Dickies, but I don't think I've worn Dickies
Okay, so
pants.
their front pockets are kind of like dress pants. So putting a fixed blade, it would be just hanging sideways if not falling out.
Okay.
So I've been in a jeans thing now, but I was in Dickies for years. That was it.
Sure. Jeans have always been my kind of go-to. Lou, it sounds like you know what you're talking about. Lou seems to know what he's talking about. How you doing, Lou?
Nice, Tom.
The Origin Factory?
Starting to sound expensive.
I don't know anything about that. Lou still wears Dickies.
They're the best. And if you wear them out, they have a lifetime warranty. They'll just send you new ones. I never did that because I wore them to the end, but
But if they're lifetime, there is no end.
well, I mean, I wore them. I got my $20 worth. I mean, when you're spending $20 on pants, that seems pretty fair that they last me a few years. And
I suppose. These are a little more expensive. I think, let me look. I guess
I
I
mean, we're
posted the
talking
link.
less than $100.
Right. Right now, these are going for 64 bucks.
That's not a problem.
But what you
That's
are
fair,
getting though is some of the things that you get is like, so the
right?
main pocket and the second pocket, look at that. They have purposefully like double stitched this section right here so that when you're putting like you put a knife in there, rather than a normal pocket would be this, you're getting that. So you're getting this extra reinforced section. So when you're going in and out of the pocket with a knife, it doesn't fray and wear out as quickly because they're designed for that. So for me, for like 60 bucks, and I've had a pair for about a year now. So yeah, they've been lasting. I had no issues.
So when I used to work at the library, you'd have to be a little bit, jeans. Jeans were allowed, but they'd have to be very specific. So I wore Dickies, and they just looked like dress pants, and they were
Mhm.
reasonable.
Right.
Carhartt makes good stuff. I like Carhartt.
Sure, I agree with that. I got some Carhartt stuff. Ron says, when you dress preppery or casual? I dress like this: baggy jeans, t-shirt. That's probably about as casual. I used to like when I used to manage stuff. I would always wear like a button-down shirt. So I have a
Yeah.
bunch of button-down shirts, but lately the artistic lifestyle, t-shirts, hoodies, sweatshirts, lazy. I don't go out.
I
If
go to
I'm
art.
going out, I might put on a nicer shirt,
I
but
go
I
to
don't
art
go
events
out.
sometimes. So
I don't go out.
when
Oh,
I do go out, it's
Victos.
like
Snail
yeah,
Trail Dale was talking about Victos pants. I've seen those too. Those are like nicer versions of these. I think they run around $100. Oh yeah, he said it right there, $100. But Nico from CJRB, who always has the pocket check where he at blade shows, he always carries like 25, 30 knives. He wears Victos. I thought about picking up a pair, but $100, 100 plus.
feel like I'm gonna lose a knife if I'm carrying 30 knives.
Well, I did the one, and then after we were done, I said, "Are you sure you got everything?" He said, "Yep." And then like a minute later, he was like, "Oh, found another one." Like,
You know, if I don't count my glasses or my shoes, my knife costs way more than my whole outfit.
sure, sure.
But
KDK doesn't go out; he goes live. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Kevin Smith and Knives always trying to dress nice because he's always dealing with customers. Well, he
he
looks
also
good.
don't forget the end.
Kevin Smith, oh, he works his ass off.
And you know he does. He's got nice knives.
He does, and he dresses nice. I've seen him. I saw him in Texas. He was looking good, no doubt about it. 3 knives and a flashlight, 3 mags. You'd never know you had any of it on him. Yep, if that's kind of the way. If it doesn't stick out, it's not bulky. You feel comfortable. You're not sticking out
Thank
like
you.
a eyesore.
You know what I've seen? You know, I'm not we'll get off the
Zebra.
topic soon, so YouTube doesn't freak out, but I've seen those you know, the fanny packs, but they go like this, like a seatbelt.
Yeah,
Now they have them so you can, if you got a firearm, you can have it right there. And I just
right.
think of all the most uncomfortable ways they've been forever. That would be actually probably really nice for people.
The over the cross, reach right in. It's right there. I have one. But I don't use it. I don't use it. Although I thought about for like in Blade Show, I like have a backpack with all your stuff because you're picking up a few knives. You have a few knives. If you're filming, you got your camera, maybe your microphone, stuff like that. So it's good to have a bag, but it's like carrying a backpack sometimes, then it's like your back gets hot and it kind of gets annoying. It's like, man, it'd be
You
cool
know,
to
if you
have
have
like a fanny pack or something like. I
like a
was like, man, I
sling,
should rock a sweet fanny pack.
you got
Yes.
to have one of these when you go, Dan.
Yep. I've got like 3.
Just charge them right when you get down there, and
Yep.
then you
I've
throw them in the
got one.
sling.
The newer one that I got looks similar to like what you just showed there, and I've used it. And like if I just charge my phone with it, I can charge my phone. I've charged it 2 or 3 times, and it was still had power to it, so it holds enough. I think it's like a 10,000 maybe.
Yeah, this one is 20 or 30, but I like to just have one because between running my art on social media and doing all the other social media for the knives, I burn through a battery pretty quick making videos or going live. So I
Right.
always just have like one charged and ready.
Yep. I've got a couple others that are smaller ones, but they work fine too that I've had for years. But it's
I will agree
especially
with that, Kathleen. It's definitely based on your body shape on what you can
right.
wear for
Well, a
pants.
body shape, and then at the same time, what you think is comfortable. One person wants them to be tight around their calves, but I don't want it tight around my calves. I want it loose. You know, some people want it tight up in the crotch and the butt or something like that, and I want it a little bit baggier and comfortable. And they're like, oh, but it doesn't hug in, make your butt look good. I'm like, I'm not getting my clothes to
God.
make you happy. Like, so that makes it looks like a saggy butt. I don't care if they're comfortable for me. I'm getting
And
old. I
carrying
don't need to
everything in my
impress
back
anybody.
pockets is causing that problem, even with my belt. That I see. That's why I'm looking at new ideas. Let's see here. Lou wants to see some art. In just a second. I don't
Good
have
to know,
anything.
Kathleen. Good to know. Yeah, I'm thinking about that as
Not
far
Lou.
as like if I want to check a bag or
Ron.
if I want to just bring it all on my carry on, if I'm going to even bring any knives with me.
Piece. I use a lot of natural colors in.
I like it.
Took my Dremel to it. Gives it
Is
some.
that a notebook or is that a little board or something?
This is a
Okay, yeah,
panel.
okay. That's like a little canvas, sure.
No canvas, all wood.
But you turned it into a box.
No, it's all wood. It's a.
Well, but you know what I mean? Like it's a frame out. So it's not flat. It's not just a flat piece of wood. You put a frame
Oh, right, but yeah, no
or
can. There's just no canvas on it. It's just a
right, right,
block.
right, right. Yeah, it's just a board over the thing, but it looks thicker. That's
Yeah,
fun.
it's got an inch and a half thick. I like them. Like them like that. They'll stick out a little further. Thank you, Ron. We got to get one of my paintings in your place, Ron. Well, like Ray was saying yesterday on his live, he flies to Atlanta. He is not going to be shipping back all the high end knives he gets from people. So he takes a half empty suitcase with him, checks it, pays for the checking, and then fills it with knives and hopes that
And then
the
checks it and then checks
airplane
it.
gets it on the right plane. And
Right. That's kind of what I was thinking about doing because it's like I can bring some recording equipment and lights and stuff like that. Nothing really major, but I could take a small bag and check it. And then on the way back, I could throw the knives that I buy and stuff in there. That was kind of the plan. I
that's
don't know if
awesome, Ron. Yeah, just let me know.
I might not bring knives with me, but I don't know. I mean, if I'm going to bring some back, I might as well just put some in there on the way down.
Well, yeah.
But I know that on day
Lou
one,
wants
I'm going to
something
walk in.
dark. Let me see.
I'm going to walk straight over on day one, and there'll be one or two or three different things that I'm going to buy. So then all of a sudden, I have knives.
You want dark?
That one's fun. I like that it's dark. That's kind of different style. Less color on that one.
Yeah. I
There's
try to
nothing wrong
change it
with
up.
that.
What?
Yeah, I should bring a few of my customs to show off. I'm gonna have to check a bag and
That's the problem. You got to check it there and check it back.
yeah, and it's gonna be
What is it, 50, 60 bucks?
I can't remember what they said. Something like that.
Thank you, Lou.
I still gotta rent a car. Ugh. That's gonna be like $200 too.
Well, the only thing left will be the high end stuff. So you'll be riding in style
Dad,
with a
look,
very high.
right now everything's available. Like
Oh,
I looked into it and like Blade Show doesn't pull like it pulls, but like
thanks, Ron.
there's hotel rooms available all over the place. Flights, well, like flights from Minnesota. Like there's several on the day that I want to go. And like when you look at for like what seat you want, none of them are even more than like 20-30% booked. Um, I went to see what cars were available, and it was like every single car that they had available was available, or like, but that's today. So I figured I'll book that. But
Not
even
driving down this time.
the cheapest one for basically it's going to be a 4-day rental, even though it's really only 3 because it'll be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. is going to be about 198 to 200 bucks. And I don't need to get a fancy car, so I'll probably just get that.
I did
Or-
once with a friend. It was kind of fun.
Sometimes, sure. Like certain trips or whatever, you're like, all right, my buddy just went on a little trip and they rented like a what was one of the newer Camaros or something like that, and just a couple nice cars, because why not? But for this, I'm not going to be spending any time with the car. I'm going to be going to the hotel, to the show, back to the hotel. Might as well budget out, save some money. But I might upgrade from the Kia to the Toyota.
But you know, if they don't have it there, and you say, "Oh man, I was really looking for that," then they might bump you up even more.
They might just upgrade. KDK in Atlanta and a Rolls Royce. Let's go.
Those are heavy. You don't want to drive one.
Aluminum handled Kaiser Momo. Rent a Mini, like a Mini Cooper. I would drive one of them. I don't know how I fit in those. Does someone who's 6'2", 6'3" fit in those okay? I know every once in a while there's a couple cars that aren't good for tall people.
What if instead of flying, you rented a nice car and drove it down and enjoyed it? Then you drove it back and you're done.
I'd have to take off 2 more days to get there, 2 more days to get home. It would be a 7-day trip. I'd be driving 4 out of the 7 days.
Yeah, Dong, it's Jay and Silent Bob.
Right? I would love to, and you are a Momo. But driving to Texas is already enough to drive and just add a few more hours. It's like a 17-hour drive. That would be a 2-day drive there, 2-day drive back. Or I can fly on Thursday, fly back on Sunday.
Hey, I messaged Jimmy Crow. Said, any plans on heading to my neck of the woods this summer? He said, why? You got a reason? I said, KDK wants to come down and hang with you, me, and Iowa. And he's like, all right, we'll get it in the books.
Let's do it. That would be so fun. Yeah, Ron, I'm in Minnesota. So I'm about, 4 hours or so north of Justin.
And I'll definitely be up there this summer, and we're gonna
Meet up
go to
with you.
Shields.
Oh, let's go. Lou says I still need to get a talking, singing fish. Yes. Yes. I mean, sure. Those are limited edition. You probably can't get those anymore. They're probably super valuable, dude. The talking fish.
I will
What were
find
those
one at
called
Goodwill
again?
for you.
Billy Bass. The Billy Bass fish.
You know there's got to be a version out there right now. I'm going to find one.
$30. You get the Billy Bass.
Hey, Tegan, how you doing? Good to see you.
There we go. That's the line. That's the angle. There, some knives. Enjoy, please. Dude, look at how bright that one is right there. Like just.
Where's the Kenman knife? Are you going to design a knife?
Yeah, I've designed some knives. I guess am I being patient or am I being, I don't know. I definitely
I could
would.
see a Kenman fixed blade.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. A wild shaped fixed blade, some wild shaped.
And it'll either be really, really small or really, really big.
Huge. It's like an 8-inch folder, but that's folding. It opens up to 16.
So it'll be like those knives that have that like extra thing that sticks out from the handle.
You know it. It's sticking out from the handle to hold the blade, but then when it opens, it springs up and closes into the handle. Perfect.
You seem like a guy who has a fishing lure tattoo. Do you have any tattoos?
I have tattoos, but none of them are fishing lure tattoos.
I figured you'd have like a Jason, like a somebody fishing off the dock and they pick up Jason.
That's actually not a bad idea. Need to work on that one.
It'd be funny and cool.
Put Jason down at the bottom of my leg, and then it's like the line goes all
Got
the way
like
up
a
the
hook
tube,
pulling
like
him
way
up.
up here. Yeah, but it's one long line going all the way up the side.
Because if they're not funny, what are they?
Then it's just ink on skin. It's just ink on skin. What time is it? 6:07.
Almost time for tacos.
So do you change up the tacos
We do.
or so how often are they changed up and how often are they consistent? Is there like there's a go-to where we do hamburger meat seasoned with cheese and lettuce and tomatoes and soft shells or something like that? Or
So we
like
call it Taco Tuesday, but that just means it can be tacos, burritos, fajitas, nachos. You know what I mean?
some type of a Mexican treat.
Yes.
So what's the order of condiments tonight? Actual tacos?
Full tacos.
No,
Get in the
Lulu
car.
doesn't look blonde today. So do you got hard shells, soft shells, or do you go both?
I am a soft shell diehard. Or just throw it all in a bowl.
Mm-hmm. I like both though. Like I feel like if I'm at a taco bar, I'll like make a soft shell, eat the soft shell, make a hard shell, eat the hard shell, make another hard shell, and then wrap it in a soft shell.
Now, I'm not going to turn down a hard shell. They're good. But if somebody asks me, I'm going soft.
Yeah, yeah. I'm usually actually more of a burrito.
That's right, dude.
I'm
You're
down
more of
with
a
the
what?
burrito. Like if I go to the Mexican restaurant, I'm going to be ordering a burrito, maybe fajitas, but generally burrito.
Probably fajitas. But I've been, it depends. If I'm going, are we talking like drive through? Then I'm going burritos. You got Taco John's up there, right? Or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I like the Taco John's. Taco John's is actually probably prefer that over Taco Bell.
Oh, definitely.
I like the potato olays or whatever, and then some
Yeah,
cheese sauce, dude.
definitely.
Potato
I also
olays,
get
cheese
like
sauce.
a cup of hot sauce. I like their hot sauce. And I'll dip those in the hot sauce.
Yes. Like the hotter, because they have a mild and a hot, right?
Yeah, they have mild and a hot, but there's a secret one. If you ask for super hot, they give you a big plastic container of just jalapenos.
I did not
No
know
sauce,
that.
it's just jalapenos.
Jalapenos are good though, so
Mhm.
that's not a bad idea. I'd be down with that. Crumble up Doritos into a soft shell. That sounds good. I like Doritos.
Did you ever see that Saturday Night Live bit where they ordered a taco and then they wrapped it in like an extra large pancake? And then they
But
wrapped
wait,
that in a whole pizza and then deep fried it?
then we deep fry that son of a bitch.
Oh,
Yes,
wait, there's
yes.
more.
Yeah. That was
And then
great.
we
It ended
dump
up
a
just
gallon
being
of salsa. Oh,
that's
and don't forget
lovely.
the cheese.
Kenman, what's your opinion on Spyderco's? I think Spyderco makes a quality knife, and I think I have a hard time opening them, and it drives me mad. Drives me nuts. I think some
That-
Spyderco's look cool, but I just struggle with every one that I pick up. I go to open it, and I don't get the satisfaction and joy opening it. Get frustrated. It doesn't open correctly. It doesn't flick out. I can't thumb it out. It's me. This is my problem. It's not the knives problem. But because of that, then I pick up something else. And when I grab a different knife, and it just opens perfectly every time, and it closes perfectly like every time, and it just opens every time. And then I pick up the Spyderco and I flick it and it goes halfway and it stops, and I'm like, I
Okay.
hate it.
So a Benchmade that opens all the way, or a Spyderco that opens halfway for you?
Well, I mean, I take the Benchmade, a Benchmade, I'm not saying they make bad knives. They just think that they cost way more than they should.
True. Because I have two
They probably
Benchmades.
make a decent knife. I just wouldn't know it because they're charging $400 when they should be charging two. They're charging $550
Right.
when they should be charging three. And so because of that,
FRN S30.
what's that?
But the knife itself is great. Works
What is
perfect,
it?
no problem.
That's a Benchmade?
This is a mini bug out.
Oh, it's the bug out, yeah. And I've got it tagged out right here. I like the
So the
tagged
knives
out.
are good.
The
They're just
tagged out
crazy
is
money.
nice. It's a little light. I would like to put heavier scales on there, but it's a decent knife. But for the
But it's one of
price
those
that
things
they
you
charge,
spend $300 and you open the box and you're looking at FRN.
way overpriced. Way overpriced. I'd still, though, in that case, though, one that doesn't open Spyderco or a Benchmade, I would take the Benchmade. Because, they might be good, but I could get them to open and close. The action on this is fine. And I think my hands, big hands, when you go to flick out a Spyderco, get caught on the hole. And so you're going and you get to here and it like does that and it gets stuck.
Oh yeah, Spydercos I have to slow roll them, but
I don't like that. I want to flick that thing out. There's a hole on there. Let me flick that hole. Boom.
try out a Spyderco slip joint. The click is so satisfying, so nice.
Yeah,
It's not like that. It's better.
but how expensive is it?
I think they have them between 70 and 100. Now here's mine. This one's more like 120. But it's the UK penknife one. It's lightweight. But listen to this click, man. And then it has this forward choil, so even if it comes unlocked, you're not cutting yourself.
Because you're stuck in the choil. Right,
Yeah.
right.
And this is in Spy 27, so like an S35 type thing.
Lou, you mean this? Yeah, I mean, that's a nice looking knife, really. Z Hunter. Because why wouldn't you have the Z Hunter? It's a perfect assisted open.
Nice.
That's stupid. What I noticed though is, let's see the lanyard thing, whatever makes it bigger. I don't know what they call this. But so notice how it screws in here and here, right? And it curves out and this curves in. But on the inside of it, it has like jimps. See those?
Oh,
So
yeah.
what would happen if I took that off, flipped it over, dropped it into that groove, and then screwed it back in? Would it not just be jimps inside of that curve?
It
Rather
would.
than
It might be a little less ergo comfort on your zombie
maybe,
knife.
but it would be wild looking because it would have that weird shape to it.
That is true.
Custom it, baby, custom.
All right. I'm getting called. It is time to eat. So
It is
I'm gonna have
time.
to bounce.
All right. Very well. I'll keep going for a couple of minutes here.
All right. Well, you guys have fun. Great seeing everybody, and I'll talk to you later. So
Take care. Have a good one, Justin.
you
Enjoy the
too.
tacos. What's everyone else having for dinner today? Tacos? Anybody want some tacos? You didn't struggle with my Spyderco matriarch? Oh, That's the only one, Tom. Your matriarch, and that's not even that's what's so messed up, is because it's not even a knife designed for that. Where is it? You know, when you have a lockback knife, you're going like this, you're putting pressure against that lockback and opening it. It's designed to be opened like that or slow roll. But boom, it flicks out. It's out of control. It's out of control. Boom. Oh, there, that one didn't make it. Click. This thing is just ridiculous. Slow roll. Did Emerson wave it? Boom. It's wild. Wild stuff. Alfredo, some fettuccine. That sounds good, Joe. Caleb is live. Once D is done, come on over. Caleb. Sorry. Europe doesn't have good tacos? You just make them yourself. You just got to get some seasoning, season the meat up real good. That's the main trick. What my brain's turned off. What's Caleb's live right now? Let's look at that. What's his channel name again? I'm out of the loop. I'm out of the loop. Oh, Sever? Is that what we're talking about? Sever 7? Yeah. We're going over there. Let me grab a link. Hold on. Copy. Paste. Oh, did Kathleen just do it? I forgot he was going live. Boom. So anyone who's here looking for somewhere to go to Sever 7's live right there. I just posted the link. I will see you over there. If you feel like saying KDK sent me, check it out. Check out his channel, like and subscribe. He's got about 1,000 subs. Let's go see what he's up to. I think he's doing a giveaway. So yeah, we'll see you all over there. Thank you all for hanging up. Oh, Kathleen put up Caleb's. There you go. All right. Take care, y'all. Stay sharp. See you soon.